Jeepers Creepers 2001 is a masterpiece, but this is one of those movies that Not Even Dead Me has covered. And although I understand because the director could go suck it, I have to admit that I love this film and I really want to talk about it. Here we go. Welcome to Horror Spaces. Jeepers Creepers was released in 2001, directed by Victor Salva. This is where the problem lies when covering this film and proclaiming a love for it, as Victor Salva is not a good dude to say the least. I personally am really good at separating the art from the artist, so it doesn't bother me at all. I just try to see this movie as its own standalone idea instead of an extension of the creator, but to each their own. I get that supporting this film could be like supporting the evil person, but I only support horror. That's how I see it. Unfortunately, a lot of my favorite things have been made by horrible people. I'm not sure what that says about me. Maybe that's what it takes to be a creative genius. You gotta be a horrible person. The landscape is just filled with great music, movies, art, etc., 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 created by horrible people. So if I stop consuming things because of the actions of their creators, then I would have like five things I could enjoy. Anywho, let's talk about this masterclass in creature features. We start by following siblings Derry and Trish driving down to their mother's house. Not long after driving on the highway, do they get attacked by the creeper mobile. Who taught the creeper to drive? It must have been the same person that taught Michael Myers. Who knows? After recovering from the incident, the siblings catch the creeper, dropping some bodies down in a hole and decided to go and help them. Usually I get mad when characters intrude in situations that they have no business being in. But I agree with Derry here because if that was me and I was stuck there, I would want someone to try and help me, a good Samaritan. So I'm not mad at this decision at all. You gotta help your fellow man, and it's not like he knew there was a killer flying monster with an impeccable sense of smell lying around waiting for him. I do think this plan needed a little work though. In the Creeper's lair is probably the best and scariest hideout for a villain ever made. It is so cool to look at and builds the Creeper as a force to be reckoned with without ever having him been seen. That's a great strategy in this movie is how restrained it is with revealing the creeper who doesn't fully get revealed until the 48-minute mark. We get small glimpses, of course, but for the most part, we just have a lot of terrifying foreshadowing dialogue. And how can I forget the creepy song that plays right before he arrives for some reason? It's so good. In the lair, Derry finds the body that has been dumped, but it's too late. Trish is a horrible lookout, but luckily Derry has escaped the lair and off they go. They land in a small diner in this fuck ass town named Pertwilla, where the creeper has easily found them and smells all of Derry's skid marked underwear, which he absolutely loves, making Derry his next quarry. That rhymed. After calling the police and receiving a call from some psychic, the creeper attacks them while riding alongside the cops. Here we finally see the creeper for the first time in all his glory. It's so sick. I also love the little gesture he does, like fix his hat before he closes the door. So cool. The siblings stop by a crazy old cat lady that is immediately killed by the creeper. We get a scene of chicken between the creeper and siblings. The siblings win. They make it to police headquarters where, of course, you guessed it, the creeper eventually arrives in this hilarious way. Like, he is not even trying to be sneaky anymore. How does no one see him? But he somehow enters and starts feeding on the prisoners. This is where we see how the creeper heals. He literally just replaces whatever part of him is hurt with someone else's extremity. The psychic also meets them there, and well, she and the whole fucking police squad in this town are no help as the creeper still is able to take Derry with him. We then get the most iconic scene in the movie for me personally, where we hear Derry being tortured with these harrowing screams in this abandoned factory. Then we hear the classic Jeepers Creepers song as he's working this little workshop of terror. An eyeless dead Derry is in view now. The creeper then comes into frame sporting his new eyes, courtesy of Derry. Such amazing shot here. I grew up watching this film as it gives me a lot of nostalgia and has shaped my movie taste for quite a bit. It's a shame about the controversy surrounding the movie, but what can I do? I hope you can enjoy this movie just like I do and see it for what it is, a masterpiece. Justin Long and Gina Phillips have great chemistry together that is instantly felt from the first scene to the last. The story itself is great and goes by in a brisk and very well paced manner. There are no slow moments, and from beginning to end, is continuous stress filled, scary, and fantastic watch. If I had to say any negatives, it would be that the psychic lady, to this day, truly don't understand why she is in this movie, other than to give exposition to the creeper, which I mean, I don't mind it at all. And this is a nitpick. Speaking of the creeper, he is by far the best part of this film, and I love the approach to the character having very little to be known about him. We learn just enough to have an idea of what we are dealing with, but not enough where it ruins the mystery surrounding him. That's a hard line to balance, and this movie treads that line very well. So yeah, shout out to Jeepers Creepers, and thank you guys for watching this video and briefly staying at the horror spaces. Peace out.